caused by his brave role at Chernobyl had worsened, and he died 5 months after the Hay victory. Despite all his achievements as a heavyweight, Vladimir still strived for new goals in the sport. With every victory, he gained ground on the two longest-serving heavyweight world champions, Larry Holmes and Joe Louis. And in 2012, he recorded his 50th knockout win after stopping Jean-Marc Mormec in the 4th round. He was at the peak of his powers, but just 7 months later, his boxing world was turned upside down. Emanuel Stewart had been struggling with a number of illnesses, and in October he passed away in a Chicago hospital. The bond between Vladimir and Emanuel had become much deeper than fighter and trainer.
We all loved Manny, not only as a coach. I mean, he was the best coach in the world from my point of view. All together, we were like a family. And then suddenly our mentor, especially Vladimir's mentor, died. That was very, very tough.
I miss Emil Stewart, period. On one hand, he is not with us. On the other hand, one day we're gonna see each other again anyway. His spirit is with us. I don't know, I hear his voice whispering during the sparring or during the fights or in between the rounds. I kind of know exactly what he's gonna say. We've been working for over 9 years together, and I know this man's over 9 years together, and I know this man so well that I know how he thinks. We miss the man, and but he's with us. It's kind of, we're missing him, but we have him. We still have him.
Straight back and straight right here, okay? Keep working on a walking in and set him up for the right hand. Jab is what you do. Pretty soon you're going to knock him out and jab if you don't stop.
While the wise old king of the Kronk could never be replaced, Vladimir turned to one of his protégés, Jonathan Banks, to take over his corner.
Emanuel Stewart is like a father to me. You know, he taught me so many different things. What does Emanuel Stewart mean to me? I honestly don't feel I'd be in the point of life where I'm at today if it wasn't for him. He taught me so much outside of boxing, but he found a way to relate it to boxing, to open up my...
In 2014, he became a father for the first time to daughter Kaya, but his hunger for the ring continued. Victory over Bryant Jennings a year later was his 18th consecutive defence since 2006. He looked well on course to catch the likes of Holmes and Lewis, but first he had to tame a rather eccentric British challenger.
Training's a new ever. You've never fought a Gypsy King before, have you? You've never fought a king before. You're looking at one of your pal. I'll fight now! 2 minutes round! Listen, I'm the man in these shows, me. There's no other heavyweights apart from me. There only ever has been me. Klitschko is getting KO'd. Okay. This is a Tyson Fury show. Forget about him, he's a nobody.
I'm gonna make you eat your words.
A new day, new roads, new ideas. So leave parking the car to the car and get on with the important things. A car designed for every moment, so you never miss yours. And get on with the important things. A car designed for every moment, so you never miss yours. All new Renault Megane, now available at £199 per month.
TSB believes that the more you put into a partnership, the more you should get back. That's why their famous Plus account now gives you £5 cash back every month, just for regularly spending with your debit card. Plus, £5 cash back every month just for having 2 direct debits. Plus, 3% interest on balances up to £1,500. So when you join TSB, The more you do what you do anyway, the more plusness you'll get back in return.
Go to Wix. You can do it yourself. Drag and drop anything into place. Change text to make it yours. Show who you are by adding your own images. With a beautiful gallery, everyone can see your best work and share it with the world. Your website, totally stunning, created by you. Go to Wix.com to create yours today.
All right. Am I cool? Yes. Okay. Am I without added sugar? Yes. Oh, wait, guys, is it me? Yes. Oh, man, we said no celebrities.
Capri Sun, no added sugar.
No. 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 The secret to every handmade Domino's pizza is hands. Take it away, Tom. Every Domino's is handmade, fresh to order, just the way you like it, every time.
Nice one, Walter. Putting the bombs out first.
If there were steaks in a barbie, they'd be well done.
G'day, fellas. William and Ralph Foster.
There you go, mate. Try not to drop it.
Foster's, for the thirsty.
Sky Academy.
Foster's, for the thirsty.
Sky Academy uses the power of TV, creativity and sport to unlock the potential in young people.
How much bigger am I than him? Who looks the biggest? Who looks the heaviest? Who looks the smartest?
Tyson Fury had spent time training alongside Vladimir in Austria, but he made it clear that he did not hold the champion in high regard.
Tell you, get knocked clean out, and that's a promise.
Unlike many of the previous opponents, Fury shared Klitschko's physical advantages with his imposing height and long, almost endless reach. But that was where any similarities ended. Where the Ukrainian brothers were calm and measured, Fury thrived on chaos. One day he was screaming at Vladimir, and the next he was serenading him.
It must have been cold there in my shadow.
Screaming at Vladimir, and the next he was serenading him.
It must have been cold there in my shadow. To never have sunlight on your face.
I don't know if you have to be an amateur or professional to make a decision after 5 weeks if the glove is right or not.
The first gloves you gave him, he tried to get his hands used to them. He couldn't.
Fury refused to follow the Klitschko script, and his unpredictable team did all they could to disrupt Vladimir's cool, calculated approach.
We both fighters have the same condition, same gloves, same rings, and you unhappy always.
Whether this played any role in the fight is hard to say, but right from the start, Vladimir looked hesitant and distracted. He seemed transfixed, who produced a boxing display as unorthodox as his behaviour in the build-up. Vladimir barely landed a punch for the first 10 rounds, and the titles he'd held so proudly for 9 years were all but surrendered.
From the United Kingdom.
The heavyweight division no longer had a Klitschko on the throne. Emmanuel Stewart had instilled the confidence in Vladimir to simply let his had deserted him. Those close to the former champion, including Vitaly, were totally bemused.
I remember this evening very well. I don't understand how this big guy, not so fast, not so strong, not so powerful and can beat my brother.
Vladimir agreed with Vitaly that the fighter in the Dusseldorf ring was not himself, and the real and the real version would return once again. He released an open letter just 4 days after being beaten, which read, "The Klitschko story will continue. Failure is not an option." As he had done in the past, Vladimir vowed to use defeat as a valuable lesson.
Don't call me crazy one more time, but I think it was good that I lost. It made me a better person, honestly. In the ring and outside of the ring as well. There's a saying, if you want to destroy a person, some people need 3 years, some people need 5 years, some people need 10 years, 20. But eventually, the longer you have it, you'll get destroyed. Fury needed probably a couple of months.
An immediate rematch between Vladimir and Fury was planned for the following year.
I don't live a strict lifestyle. I don't even live an athlete's lifestyle. It's an absolute disgrace to call me an athlete.
But it never took place. Life as a heavyweight world champion brings much more than just the belts. And while Vladimir had shouldered these pressures for years, it proved too much for Fury. He was forced to relinquish his titles, and Vladimir was denied his chance of revenge. For the first time in years, the belts were divided and fought over by a new breed of hungry young fighters. Where would Vladimir fit in the new heavyweight picture? Who would he fight to prove he was the true champion and that an Olympic gold medalist like Vladimir, Anthony Joshua has made an explosive start to his professional career. A devastating mix of Vladimir, Anthony Joshua has made an explosive start to his professional career. A devastating mix of speed and power has ensured a perfect record of 18 knockout victories. Since his debut in 2013, Joshua's progress has been relentless, and he claimed Vladimir's former IBF title in only his 16th fight. He is widely regarded as the leader of this new generation of heavyweights, and a victory for Vladimir would fully redeem his reputation. But does he still possess the same many before Joshua? Not everyone is convinced. For the first time in years, he will not enter the ring as a favourite, but Vladimir vows this will spur him on more than ever.
Can you believe this? I'm actually underdog. Actually, talk to myself sometimes. Vlad, you're underdog. This is great. This is beyond motivation, and I just only can win. I can't lose. I only can win.
The two have also crossed paths before. Young, ambitious heavyweights are regularly invited to spar with Vladimir. Some leave with painful but valuable lessons, and others prove they deserve to share the ring.
But I saw in person the sparring they had. Woo! That sparring was unbelievable. Unbelievable. It was give and take. It was thrilling to just watch these many rounds of sparring. Both know what they have to expect, and I think we will see a super night of the heavyweights.
So the scene is set. A record 90,000 fans will fill Wembley Stadium on April the 29th for one of the biggest heavyweight fights in history.
Now a fight for so many years.
Vladimir insists he is obsessed with regaining his titles. Can he rejuvenate his boxing career once again? Or will this be the last chapter in the story of Dr. Steelhammer?
Will remain calm before the storm.
The best man will win, and destiny's already been written for that fight.